Hey guys, hope you're all well. So this video is going to be strictly about telling the story about how this all started in the house. I've touched on it a few times before, but obviously we always have a lot of new people over to the channel, so I thought I'll just put it in its own video rather than any activity, so it's easy for to find. Um, so when I was a kid, I never experienced paranormal activity up until I think I was between 12 years old and 14 years old. We was at my mum's house. I was with friends, and we was doing a Ouija board in my bedroom. And we were messing about, and we were like saying, I think, is there anybody there in the spirit world? Um, anyway, we'd been doing it for 20 minutes, let's say, and the curtain rails in the house fell down. Now, it wasn't just in my bedroom, it was like the whole house. So we took the Ouija board out into the backyard, we burned it, and we was using a little shot glass for the planchette, and we smashed that and threw the glass in some water. And like from then up until later on, I never experienced anything. So it's not like I've had paranormal activity following me around my whole life. It's really what I could say, just that one. Now, Stacey, my wife, she's only had what she believes is like one sighting of a ghost. She was sleeping at her nana's house. Um, I can't remember if she said she were upstairs or downstairs. I think Stacey was downstairs, and she saw someone walk across like the landing upstairs, and she shouted, "Nan, like, what you doing?" Or, "Nan, can I have something?" Thinking it was a nana. And then Nan came out at kitchen, so obviously that scared Stacey, and I think Nan said something like, "Have you just seen such a body upstairs?" And Stacey said, "Yeah." So that was Stacey's only paranormal experience. But I recently found out from, I think Stacey's mum it were, that a great grandma was a medium. Like one of them you see in Blackpool in the booths, like the tarot readers and things like that. So I don't know if that's had like any bearing on it, but she doesn't see or feel anything. So between both of us, we've never had really activity like following us through our lives. So I got into the paranormal. Both me and Stacey, we used to watch Most Haunted on telly, mainly the live stuff. Um, and then we got to a point where we wanted a change in life, so we started an events company. Um, like Really Haunted, it was called, the original Really Haunted, and we did events all over the UK. We had events in Europe going on. We was in America too. Bobby Mackey's and what's some others. There was one, King's Tavern in Natchez. So we was doing loads of stuff. All the events I went to in the UK, I never witnessed anything that I couldn't explain. You might get something through on the spirit box, but in terms of like seeing anything walk past you or seeing anything move, that never happened. We went to some like amazing places in the UK, like East Drive. We've been to castles, Oxford Castle, Warwick Castle. Everywhere. We was everywhere it became very popular. Like before we'd do events, we'd have a medium and they'd like do a protection circle or something. They'd offer protection to a group. Now I never took that sort of stuff seriously, so I never had it. Ultimately, it's led to this. The event stuff was closed down when things started happening in the house. It was time to focus on the family and things, so we shut it all down. We shut everything down in the UK, and like the stuff we was doing in America, because it does, when it starts, it scares you. So the only one I'd say in the family that's had multiple paranormal experiences is me daughter. It first started when we moved into our first house, I think it was, and we lived in a terraced house, and it was attached to a funeral parlour, like a funeral home where they'd prepare the bodies and put them on view for families to come and see. Our daughter started talking to nothing. Like, you'd find her stood at a bedroom window and you'd say, like, who you talking to? And she'd say, such a body from next door. And yeah, that definitely scared the crap out of me. And that continued for months, and we ended up moving. With the events, Olivia, she's always been into this sort of stuff, so she used to come with me on the events, and eventually she got gifted a doll, I think it was. It was. I think I've got a picture of it, so I'll flash it up now. She got gifted a doll from 30 East Drive, a supposed haunted one. And this was the thing that I burned in the barbecue. When it was in the house, like, things started to happen. Like, you could be sat on, the toilet, and like you couldn't see anybody, or the door didn't move at first, but like when you get that feeling someone's looking at you, there was always that. And then it came to the point where someone would be like pushing the door, or you'd just know, you could hear walking outside, like if you were in bathroom or in bedroom. So I was in a panic and I burnt the doll, and lots of people said that I shouldn't have done that. That's a stupid thing for to do. But in my head, that was the right thing to do at the time. But what happened was I'd overlooked the fact that we'd also been to Romania. We hired Brancastle out. We did ghost hunts at Brancastle. There have been multiple other times. I've been to the forest, been everywhere. But the time in question, we climbed up 1,400 steps to Vlad the Impaler's castle, and at the top of the steps there's a guy you pay a £5 or whatever to get in, and he has souvenirs, like pieces of castle or just bits and bobs. So I bought one of them, and I'm sure loads of other people have bought them, so I don't know how it could just be me if it is that is affected this way. But at the time it all started, I'd completely overlooked that fact, and it really wasn't till much later that I stopped and thought that it's got to be something to do with that, because from more or less the beginning of the haunting, the name Vlad has always come out. I've had the name through EVPs. We've had multiple different spirit boxes over the time, and Vlad has always been a consistent thing. It's generally lied about, everything else, but the name Vlad has always been consistent. So that was something I overlooked for sure. This has been going on years now. It, like I say, it started with, you know, the feeling that someone's there, and then over time we'd start noticing that things was out of place right house. So we plucked the courage up and we started recording, and it was a while till we got something. We used to basically have a massive Ouija board. I think it were about 4 foot or something, 5 foot in length, for when we did events, so all the guests could get round it. And we had it in the living room over there. If I can find that video, I'll flash it up now. And it typed out, it spelled out the word Mormor, and that was like the first significant thing we had. Like, other times we'd catch like curtains moving or just a door moving, but that could have been wind. People could have said that were wind. But when I saw the Ouija board going, that was like when my heart dropped, and I knew that there was something serious going on. When it started, it wasn't consistent like it is now. It wasn't every night or multiple times a week. It was just random. Our videos at the start, there was sporadic. Like, if we'd catch you something, we'd put it on, and it was generally just like a can would fall off like the table outside of me. So the videos were only like a minute or two long. It was just showing the actual activity. I can hear banging now as well. Now I'm talking about it. Yeah, over time it progressed, and you know, it got to the point where it had become violent. My wife got dragged out of bed, and then COVID hit, so we couldn't get any help. We'd already spoke to a priest pre-COVID about blessings, and it was due, and then obviously all the lockdown stuff happened, so we was basically just stuck in the house with it until I think it was until restrictions had completely finished, when you was allowed to go back into people's houses. We had the priest round. He blessed the house. I can't remember if it once or twice, but after those one or two blessings, everything stopped. We had no activity at all for, I'm going to say, 2 months, maybe 3, and then we started noticing things again round the house out of place. So before it could progress anymore, we had the priest back round. He did another blessing in the house, and then we had no activity at all for around 7 months. We didn't record anything. We wasn't calling out. You know, we just forgot about it. It's like, in my head, it was over. We'd, beat it. But then it came back. Hi guys, just want to apologise for not posting many videos recently, or really replying to any comments. I really did hope I'd never have to post this video, but I believe the darkness that was here is back. During the last live stream last week, a couple of viewers pointed out some strange sounds during it, and since then things have started escalating quickly, and they never really did anything. But when we went to the south, we got the plantation. Calling spirits, demons probably angers them. Calling spirits, demons probably angers them. calling spirits demons probably angers them. We've currently had 2 blessings since the last live stream. We have another tomorrow, but it's not stopped at this time. The original blessings we had, that stopped all activity more or less instantly, but it's not stopping this time. It's the banging. The banging started all over the house. It's like in the walls again. We've not seen anything moved in terms of, like sofas moving. We've not got that far yet. It just feels different right now. It's like the air's filled with electric. I'll be honest, I feel that the blessing is going to be in vain. I don't think it's a poltergeist. I believe what many people have said now, it's that it's a demon. And really what it came back to is what you're watching now. Something like much stronger, like more powerful, very intelligent. Then we went through the blessings again, like once a week, and then we started having 3 a week. Probably had over 50 blessings, and then they just didn't work anymore. So we stopped the priest coming. And I'm not going to lie, I don't think it's got much worse since we stopped having the blessings, to be fair. I started to meditate a lot, and that seemed for help. But again, it's like you'll try new things with it, and it takes it back a bit, and then it just overcomes whatever you're doing. So we've tried a medium. We had a medium round. She tried to tell me that the spirit that calls itself Lad is my guardian angel or a spirit guide, which obviously is stupid. And this was at a time where I didn't believe in mediums, so that basically just compounded that belief. And she also tried telling me that I was a medium. Again, I'm not having that. And in my opinion is they're the only 2 people that can actually do anything. My personal view, and it's just from my beliefs, is that like only a priest can help. But yeah, we're at this point now where we're just in a cycle, like a vicious cycle, and there's nothing really that's changing it anymore. It's just seems like it's here, and it's going to be here forever. It's horrible saying that, but I can't see anywhere that, at the minute anywhere, that I can get rid of it. We've had some, there is noise going on. We've had some, like early on, it used to impress me, I won't lie. It was pretty cool to start off. We've had some absolutely amazing things. We've had rugby balls like being thrown round house, footballs. We've had balls pushed downstairs, and then people have said, well, put one at bottom at stairs because you can't fake that. So we had a ball at the bottom at stairs, camera at top, and a ball thrown upstairs from off the floor. That, out of everything that happened, is probably one of the things that blew my mind the most. Seeing a ball coming from like off the floor and landing, I think it was on second step to top. I don't know how anybody could like manipulate that. So yeah, here we are. The doll is long gone. The charred remains of it. We've still got the rock. I give it to the priest a while ago now. But then I got it back, and I am still. I'm not certain that the rock is the cause of it. To be fair, anymore, I actually don't know what's going on anymore. But I've put off taking the rock back for a while now. Like whatever happens from this point on, I am going to take it back. Even if it does nothing, I'm still taking it back. At least I know it's one thing I can tick off. You know, as it's definitely not this, or if it is that, you know, that's good news. But yeah, we're basically in a vicious cycle with it. You know, we've tried the things that we believe in, other things, and you know, that people suggest. You know, some of them aren't for us. Some of them I see as pointless. It's like it's pointless getting any paranormal investigators in, because all they're going to come and do is record what's going on. They've no ability to remove anything. Basically just like me. You know, you can record it, but you're none the wiser what it is. So outside of religious help, there really is nothing. There's never been a time where like an exorcism has been on the table. We spoke about it with the priest. You know, we've tried pushing it back when he used to come, but in their view, or his view, it's not that serious. I've said it before. I think that you need to be like the girl in The Exorcist before you get any real help. And that's one of the reasons we, you know, finished with like the official route. Since then, we've been speaking to a retired priest, so we're going to be going down that road where, you know, he's nobody to answer to apart from God. That were me. Yeah, he's nobody answer to apart from God. So I think that's about it, to be fair. You know, we've got the usual banging going on. Yeah, if anybody has any specific questions, because I might have forgot something, I am out of sync at the minute with my sleep. It's all messed up. So if you've got any questions, any specific questions, just put them in the comments and I will reply and give you the best answer I can. So thanks for watching, guys.